How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the informal holiday celebrated in the Black community known as Juneteenth. Now, I know all about this holiday, and I'll give you more information about that in a minute. But first, I got to tell you why I'm doing this video today. Trump's going to do a rally on Juneteenth in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and that has got a lot of the liberal media, a lot of the Democratic politicians all up in arms. How dare he do that? That's racist, dog whistle. You doing that on the site of the worst race riot in history, a massacre of African Americans, all this, that, and the third. Now, Joe Biden came out and said something. Geraldo kind of came out and said something. He wasn't really trying to attack Trump, but he was just wrong, as was Joe Biden. Now, what I'm going to do right now is roll both of those clips, Joe Biden and Geraldo. After we get done with that, I'll talk about what they said that was wrong. Then I'll give you the real story, the rest of my 2 cents, my deep, detailed analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
He's going down to Texas on Juneteenth, right? The first major massacre, literally speaking, of the Black Wall Street, right? Years ago.
Juneteenth, first of all, is June 19th. It represents it commemorates the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation, one of the now founding documents of new America. Very, very important. That's what Juneteenth is. It's June 19th. He's in Texas today. June 19th, he will be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where there was an awful race riot, a massacre, really, Black Wall Street, an entire neighborhood of African Americans in Tulsa wiped out. I'm not happy with the timing of him being in Tulsa on Juneteenth, but it has nothing to do with as Joe Biden explained it. One is the commemoration of the Emancipation Proclamation. The other is an awful race incident where many African Americans were murdered. But he's in Texas today, and nothing happened in Texas. I don't know what Joe Biden is talking about.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, I'm not really sure where to begin. Let's talk about what Joe Biden said that was wrong, and then what Geraldo said that was wrong. First and foremost, Trump went to Texas yesterday. That was Thursday, June 11th, 2020. Juneteenth is June 19th, and the original Juneteenth was June 19th, 1865. Okay, so we're talking about he's going to Texas and it's June 19th. No, Tulsa is in Oklahoma, not Texas. He was in Texas today, so he was kind of like discombobulated right there. Didn't get his dates and locations congruent. They weren't really meshing with each other, all right? And then he was talking about, oh, you know, it's a racist dog whistle, all this and that. How was it a racist dog whistle? Where? Okay, yeah, the race riot happened right there in Tulsa. What does it got to do with Juneteenth? It's not the same thing at all. So Joe Biden was just plain wrong. And then talking about Geraldo, he said that Juneteenth commemorates the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. No, that's actually not true. That was signed, ironically enough, on my birthday, September 22nd, 1862. Now, I was not born back then. Obviously, I'm not 150 years old. But anyway, on that date, that's my birthday. That's when it was signed as an executive order. And it was official on January 1st, 1863. So, Geraldo, you just wrong. You're talking about Juneteenth and the race riot. I'm not really sure how they really mix. Okay, you have important dates to Black people, I guess, or an important site in Tulsa and then an important date. But they're not the same thing at all. So when you're trying to link them like that, it's not really making sense. But let's talk about what Juneteenth is so we're on the same page with each other. Now, like I said, I know all about Juneteenth. Juneteenth is my dad's birthday. It's also my uncle's birthday, not my dad's brother, but my dad's uncle. So my great or granduncle, whatever you want to call it, my grandma's brother, his birthday is June 19th. So every year since I've been a little boy, I be going to DC where my uncle lives with my dad, my dad's brother, my other uncle, friends, family, etc. to celebrate Juneteenth. Not only was it a Juneteenth celebration with a cookout and whatnot, it'd also be a birthday party. So I've been hearing the story about Juneteenth my entire life. Here it goes. June 19th, 1865, Union soldiers came down to Galveston, Texas, and informed the slaves that they had been freed 2.5 years ago, because the emancipation came into effect January 1st, 1863. Juneteenth was June 19th, 1865. Okay, you already had General Lee surrendering on April, I think, 9th, 65, but it wasn't no internet back then. There wasn't no radio, no TV or nothing like that. So news traveled kind of slow. And once you way out in Texas, way far west like that, it's hard to get Union troops out there to, number one, enforce the end of slavery, and number two, even inform the slaves that they had been freed. So the original Juneteenth celebration was in Galveston, Texas, to represent the end of slavery in that particular town. And if I'm wrong, you guys let me know in the comments below. It spread from Galveston to the entire nation among the black community as kind of an informal holiday to celebrate the end of slavery. Although slavery did not end at that particular point. Slavery continued in the USA under federal law. That's a different story. I digress. But generally, it continued up until December of 65, when Kentucky freed their slaves. Because remember, the emancipation only applied to states in quote unquote rebellion, meaning states in the Confederacy. Kentucky was not in the Confederacy. Kentucky was in the Union. Okay, let's not forget about that. So when I hear, oh, the Confederacy were racist, they had slaves, the Union had slaves throughout the entire war. So I don't want to see no moral high ground being taken. But different story. Again, I digress. My whole point is that slavery lasted for about 6 more months past Juneteenth up until December of 1865. And when they freed those slaves, they freed up to 100,000 slaves instantly, overnight. Between 40,000 on the low end and 100,000 on the high end. A lot of slaves got freed overnight in Kentucky. So that's really what it was. Don't try to mix Tulsa with Juneteenth. Like I said, Tulsa, that was May 31st to June 1st, 1921. Juneteenth was June 19th, 1865. It's very simple. It's kind of an informal holiday for us. We celebrate all the time. A cookout celebration, just a holiday, just like anything else. Like me, I celebrate the 4th of July and Juneteenth. Some people want to separate the holidays because they say, oh, the black man, we were still in bondage on July 4th, 1776. And that's fine. That's okay. That's facts. That's facts. However, our nation became free and we went down the path of having freedoms and rights for all, which is where we're at right now. We live in the best country on earth. And that was the day that our country was founded officially. We broke away from them. And then we broke chains many years later, and here we are today. So that's what Juneteenth is all about. And Trump's not trying to attack Tulsa by using Juneteenth. You got CNN getting it wrong, talking about, oh, it's the end of slavery, and, it's insensitive. Gerardo saying the same thing. Nah, I don't take it like that. If you do a rally in Tulsa on Juneteenth, I'm thinking, okay, you got something for the black community. Reparations, I doubt it. But it could be something there. I don't know. Who knows? It could be anything. You never know what's going on. It could be nothing. It could be something. All that I want to see is the rallies commence and continue, and we stop this whole lockdown nonsense. Not even just for a Trump rally, but just in general. Can I go to the restaurant with more than 10 people in the spot? Can we get rid of social distancing and the mask? Let's get back to normal in society. That's what I want, aside from the Trump rally. And let's stop the lying from the mainstream media for a little bit. Matter of fact, how about this? On Juneteenth, since you guys are so sensitive about the holiday, how about you guys just stop lying for one day? Just one day, so we can see the contrast. On Juneteenth, no more mainstream media lying, misdirection, deflection. One day, that'd be great. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that the mainstream media, Joe Biden and other politicals are trying to attack Trump over the Juneteenth rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, trying to say, oh, it's Juneteenth on the site of the worst race riot in history? They're making it seem like it's the anniversary of it. And that's not, no. It's not at all. The riot did not happen on June 19th. The riot was over way before June 19th. And Juneteenth is 1865, not 1921. 2 different eras, 2 different places, not even the same thing at all. Okay, Tulsa, Oklahoma is nowhere near Galveston, Texas. Let's be clear. Am I being wrong? Am I right? Did I miss anything in my video? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.